Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Monday, August 24th, 2015, around 6:11 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be a cloudy day, maybe some breaks of sun, still muggy, highs in the 80s. Some news to report. It's Happy National Waffle Day. The Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Jon Stewart turned on John Cena. And also, there's an internet hoax death rumor going around. Today's death rumor is about that Ozzy Osbourne passed away of a heart attack, but this is false. It's probably some 12-year-old kid again who has probably nothing better to do, saying that Ozzy Osbourne passed away and stuff like that. These internet hoax death rumors could be viruses, so do not open those things up if you see Ozzy Osbourne pass away, because he's still alive and well, and plus it will ruin your computer. And that's about it on news. My first video subject of today is my review of WWE SummerSlam 1996, the 9th annual SummerSlam pay-per-view that happened at Cleveland, Ohio at the Gunn Arena. It's now Quickie Loans Arena. The main event was Shawn Michaels facing off against Vader for the WWE Championship. Plus they had other good matches on this card. Then there was one match that was on the free-for-all. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin facing off against Yokozuna, who was 641 pounds. This match had Yokozuna go for the banzai drop, but the ring ropes broke. They were gimmicked, and then Yoko fell down, and Stone Cold beat him for the 1, 2, 3. And these are the matches that happened on the pay-per-view, called by Vince McMahon, good old JR, Jim Ross, and Mr. Perfect. The first match on the pay-per-view card was Owen Hart facing off against the Latin sensation that's sweeping the nation, Savio Vega. This was a back and forth match and stuff, highly competitive. Ending had Owen Hart hit Savio Vega with the cast on his forearm. He had that cast for a long time because he legitimately broke his arm and stuff. Shades of Bob Orton, Cowboy Bob Orton and stuff. And then he hits Savio Vega because the referee was being distracted by Clarence Mason. And then Owen puts Savio Vega in the sharpshooter, and Savio Vega gives up. Afterwards, Clarence Mason and Owen Hart were like embracing together. And also after the match, Justin Hawk Bergshaw with Zedekiah attacked Savio Vega as well, because they were having a big feud at the time. The next match was for the WWE Tag Team Championships in a fatal four-way elimination match. It was the Smoking Guns, Billy and Bart, with Sonny facing off against the Body Donna, Skip and Zip, and against the New Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Leif Cassidy, who eventually became Al Snow, and the Godwins, Henry, All, and Phineas I. Godwin with Hillbilly Jim. And this was an elimination match. They were basically the only 4 tag teams in the WWE at this point. And Skip had to come with a neck brace, wrestle with a neck brace on, because he got injured during a house show at Madison Square Garden. And the eliminations happened like this. Billy Gunn pinned Zip after he was tripped by Marty Jannetty outside the ring. And then a few minutes later, Henry O'Godwin gives Leif Cassidy a slop drop after he bumps into Marty Jannetty and stuff. And in the ending, Billy Gunn pins Phineas Godwin, even though Phineas gives the slop drop to Billy. Bart comes in and does a double axe handle off the top rope, and then Billy pins Phineas for 1, 2, 3, and then they had a life-size poster of Sonny come down the ringside area and stuff like that. It's unbelievable and stuff. This was a decent match, but the tag team situation in WWE around this time was very, very poor. The next match was Psycho Sid facing off against the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, and this was a decent match and stuff. They had Jim Cornette and Clarence Mason come down and argue on each other. Clarence Mason was Jim Cornette's lawyer, but he was on the verge of taking away some of his clients away from him. And then the British Bulldog tried to do the Power Slam and Psycho Sid, but Psycho Sid blocked it, and Psycho Sid gave the power bomb to British Bulldog for the 1, 2, 3. The fans were cheering Sid like crazy and stuff like that, and I think these cheers eventually got Vince McMahon to put the WWE title on Psycho Sid at Survivor Series in 1996. But that's another story and another day when I review Survivor Series pay-per-views later on in the year. The next match was Goldust with Marlena, who was Terry Reynolds, facing off against Wildman Mark Merrill with Sable in his corner. They were nicknamed the 1-2 punch in the WWE at one point. Yes, it was an okay match and stuff. Mankind came down to try to stalk Sable and stuff, and like Mankind called Sable Mummy and stuff. Very, very interesting. And also like the Wild Man Mark Merrill hit Goldust with the Wild Thing splash off the top rope, but the referee was being distracted like by Marlena and Sable and stuff like that. That got the advantage of Goldust, and then he gave the curtain call to Wild Man Mark Merrill for the 1, 2, 3. I heard something that was like around this time, internet rumors that Marlena and Sable were going to have a kind of a lesbian affair on WWE television, but that was just rumors and stuff, because around this time in ECW they had like a lesbian angle between Komodo Ranalea and Beulah McGillicuddy that got ECW thrown off the Sunshine Network in Florida and stuff, but this was just probably rumors, and WWE was not going to take that risk, especially around this time when business was very down and stuff, and they were losing big time to WCW and stuff like that. So that was probably just internet rumors. I don't think like Goldust or Mark Merrill would approve of that angle, because they were at the time married to Sable and Marlena respectively. They probably would have shut down the angle. The next match was Jerry the King Lawler facing off against Jake the Snake Roberts. Jerry the King Lawler wore a Baltimore Ravens jersey because at the time the Browns moved to Baltimore. That got a lot of heat with the crowd. Lawler was like a heel, a talker and stuff like that, a heel announcer and stuff who mocked Jake the Snake's drinking and stuff. And they had guest commentary with the world's strongest man, Mark Henry and stuff. And this was a very short match. Jerry the King Lawler wins it by pouring alcohol down Jake the Snake Roberts' mouth and pins him 1, 2, 3, and then Jerry the King Lawler continues to attack Jake the Snake Roberts until Mark Henry saves him. Lawler was at his best around this point as a heel announcer and stuff. He was one of the very best heel announcers and stuff. This is his prime of it. The next match was the Boiler Room Brawl. It was Mankind facing off against The Undertaker. They fought in the Boiler Room at the Gun Arena, but actually it was taped a couple of nights before the actual pay-per-view and stuff, and this Boiler Room Brawl was very, very great. Undertaker was battling a serious staph infection at this time, and there was rumors that it was so severe that he could have had his arm amputated and his career would have been over and stuff like that. A third into a legendary career and stuff like that. And once the Boiler Room Brawl happened, finished, they went back to the arena and stuff, and the winner of this match had to get the urn from Paul Bearer and stuff like that. And Paul Bearer was pacing back and forth, and the Undertaker like beat up Mankind, and when was going to get possession of the urn, Paul Bearer refused after Mankind beat up the Undertaker. Paul Bearer was laughing and stuff like that. He turned on the Undertaker, he slapped the Undertaker, and the Undertaker didn't know why, and then the thing to solidify the urn, Paul Bearer hit the Undertaker with the urn, and then Mankind grabs possession of the urn, wins, and then gets Paul Bearer as manager, and it was so shocking. Vince McMahon and Jim Ross says that Paul Bearer broke an unbreakable bond with The Undertaker and stuff like that, and afterwards they had Druids come down and stuff like that, and it was probably one of the best SummerSlam matches of all time. And then the main event for the WWE Championship, it was Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, with Jose Lothario facing off against It's Vader time, with Jim Cornette. This match stopped and restarted 3 times. Originally, Vader won by count out about 9 minutes into the match, but he wanted to win the match cleanly. He demanded the match to be restarted because he can't win a title on count out. And a few minutes later, Shawn Michaels stops Jim Cornette from interfering and attacks Vader with the racket. Vader wins by disqualification, but Vader wants to have the match restarted. He did, and then Vader tries to do the Vader bomb, but Shawn doesn't get up and gives the super kick to Vader for the 1, 2, 3 to win to retain the WWE Championship. Originally, Vader was going to win the WWE Championship at SummerSlam 1996, but Shawn Michaels took a hissy fit in backstage and stuff. Or there was also other rumors that Vader was not really over that much with the crowd and stuff, and something to do with Jim Cornette. But that was what I heard, that Vader was going to win the belt at SummerSlam 1996, and he was eventually going to drop the belt back to Shawn Michaels at Royal Rumble 1997. A Vader title win for the WWE would have been pretty decent, but this is when I think Vader was on big decline and stuff. Plus, he gained a lot of weight, so I don't think he would have had much of a reign. In fact, I bet you 2 to 1 he probably would have dropped the belt to Shawn Michaels at Royal Rumble 1997. He probably would have lost it a couple months later to Sid at Survivor Series, because Sid was just getting real over and stuff like that. But this is when Shawn Michaels was at his worst backstage because of his prima donna stuff and stuff. And that's it on the SummerSlam review. And what I give this SummerSlam, I give it probably a B- and stuff, because of the Boiler Room Brawl, and also some solid matches and stuff like that. Some people say they kind of shit on this SummerSlam and stuff, but the WWE had kind of weak talent lost at this time, and all of these matches were pretty solid and stuff. And that's about it on that. Tomorrow I'm going to review SummerSlam 1997 from the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 2 more video blogs today. First, one will be about MBTA bus route 352 express bus route from downtown Boston to Burlington, Massachusetts via Route 93 and 128. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about WWE owner Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, Vinnie Mac, who turned 70 today. Keep calm. And I'm a Julie Bratton guy. Molly Rosenblunt, Fox 35 rocks and has nice legs. And Elizabeth Hart of Local 6 rocks as well. And in the words of Sean Luchek, get out. See you later. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Bye.